Yo, let's jump on into it. It's your boy Fresh. We about to talk about a lot of people did not get his brother his props. You know what I'm saying? The Black Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, a lot of people used to watch him, and you know what I'm saying? Wonder what happened with him and the story and things of that nature. If you don't know, but we finna jump on to this reaction video. Crazy man. You know what I'm saying? Black Power Ranger, the first Black Power Ranger. I mean, a superhero on TV like that. You know what I mean? They had other ones, but he was the first one. Like, I ain't talking like I'm a real person, like, you know what I'm saying? Other than a cartoon and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, Black History Month, shit dig. Shout out, Black Ranger. Let's get on to it, man.
Walter Jones, happy to have you on the platform, my guy.
Oh man, glad to be here, Art.
Hey man, I mean it was an honor to bring you on, man. I had to make it happen, man. I mean, growing up, the Power Rangers, that was my favorite show. And the Black Ranger, that was my favorite Ranger, man. So, had to bring you on, man.
Hey man, I appreciate it, bro. I was the first black superhero on live action TV. So it was kind of a big deal. There was like, when I was a kid and I would look at like TV shows, like I watched The Little Rascals when I was a little kid, and the only one on that TV show that looked like me was Buckwheat, and I didn't want to be him. So, it was like I'm happy to be somebody the kids could look at and be like, I like him, he's got a cool vibe, he's positive, he's got energy, I can be like him. I like that.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because when I look back at it, yeah, you was the first black superhero on TV.
I was first black superhero on live action TV. Now, Robert Townsend was in a show called Mantis that came out 2 weeks before me. So he was actually the first black superhero, but I was the first black superhero on live action TV. And our show obviously is continued for 32 years and is in 40 countries. So it's kind of a big deal.
Very big deal. Did you ever think that it would get that big, yo?
No, man. In fact, I took the show home. We did the pilot, right? So we did the pilot. Uh, they were gonna pitch it to Fox. If Fox picked it up, we would do 40 episodes, which is exciting for any actor because usually if you book a series, you got like 12 episodes, maybe 20, but 40 is a lot. It was on every day. So I took the pilot home to Detroit. That's where I'm from the D. What up, though? And I showed it to my family. My family's all over there. They're all welcoming me home. I showed it to them on a Sunday, and we sat there and watched the pilot. And afterwards, they were all like, "That's all right. You stay at it. Something's gonna work out for you." They were like, I think they all hated it. They were like, "What is this? Like, what is this? What are putties? Why are you talking? What is all that? You're trans like you're morphing into a mastodon. That's so strange. It was such a strange thing. And then you had Rita Repulsor, and her voice and the mouth flap didn't match, and it's like it just for them it seemed strange, and they didn't think it was gonna be anything. So I guess my family wasn't impressed. So I was kind of like, I guess it's not that great. But what happened was there was enough of it there for to motivate them to redo it. So we redid the pilot 2 or 3 times, and after the third time, they pitched it to Fox, and they picked it up. So it was cool.
Yeah, I saw where you said that y'all was getting paid 1,200 an episode. That's true. That's how much y'all was getting paid.
1,200 is what we got paid eventually. That's not where it started. I don't know. I'm not gonna give you an exact amount, but I can tell you it was about half of that to start. Yeah, an episode, which is crazy. It's like we did the whole first 40 episodes, which turned out to be 60 episodes, and then we start shooting the second season, and we got a little bit of a raise, but it wasn't much, and not for a show that made $1 billion in the first year, and that's the number one kids show in the world. I remember the producer came downstairs. I was sitting next to Austin, the Red Ranger, and he said, "Congratulations, guys! You are the number one kids show in the world." And we looked at each other like, "Wait, did he say the world?" I didn't even know it was in the world. I didn't know it was in 40 countries. I didn't know it was all over the place, and The toys were selling out before the TV show even came on. I mean, the parents were like spending the night in front of Toys R Us to get their kids a Power Ranger. It was crazy. It was all over the news.
So the show it made $1 billion the first year, and y'all was making less than 1,200 an episode.
The show, yeah, the show made $1 billion the first year. We were making less than 1,200 an episode.
That's insane, man. That's crazy.
I'm saying, which is why I left the show, because it was like, come on, that's not right. It's like they should be paying us SAG wages, because when you join the Screen Actors Guild, then you're protected. Like you have a minimum that can be paid. So we should have been making at least the minimum of Screen Actors Guild. Honestly, we should have been making a lot more than that. But in the beginning, you can say that we were actors that nobody knew, right? So we were getting a start, and in the beginning, but once the show was a hit and we did the first season, the second season it should have been at least union and on point. And then they were about to do the movies, and once the movies were gonna kick in, it was like, there's a difference between a television star and a movie star. And if you're making, I mean, what they were trying to pay us for the movie was garbage. And it wasn't just one movie, it was 3 movies. And they're all gonna be non-union. So it was like, nah, man, we gotta stand up for ourselves, you know?
Yeah, I remember as a kid, man, I had all the action figures. I had the video game on Super Nintendo, Sega, and you telling me y'all wasn't getting anything from that at all?
Nothing. Not a dime. I mean, 1% of all the merchandise to each one of us. So you got, if that would have left him with 96%, but 1% of all the original actors, all the original Power Rangers, I mean, I would be a multimillionaire. Multimillionaire, easily. I mean, like 1% of a billion is what? It's 10 million? And over 32 years, yeah, my family would definitely have generational wealth. You know what I mean? Which is what we earned, but it is what it is. They're still making toys that come out right now that'll have my face or something similar to my face based off my character. But look, I try not to live being like hateful about that situation. It is what it is. It's been 32 years. I've learned to deal with what it is, and I choose to be grateful for what I do have. I mean, the fact that I am beloved by 3 generations of people, is amazing, and that I can be a positive role model to so many people, that I put positivity in the world and it lingers. I love that. That makes me happy. It makes me happy and proud to do that, as well as the fact that it initiated my acting career, and I've been working as an actor for 32 years. So that's not something everybody can say they've done.